another Careful Carping episode. We're on episode 24 today. We're back down Kingsbury Water Park, Pine Pool. Really hoping to get a carp out of here today. I've managed to jump into the most favourable peg on this lake. Not 100% sure why it's most favourable, but I've come down a few times and there's always people in here, and I've always seen people running for this peg and whatnot, but on the only angle on the lake today, so I've managed to jump into here. I did walk around here yesterday and this was the only peg I actually seen any action in. Could have been carp, could have been pike, only seen tail patterns and a few bubbles, but if it's anything to go on compared to the rest of the lake, then definitely jumping in here was a good idea. So I've come down here a couple of months ago to see a mate who gave me a good tour of the lake. He was fishing this peg and I watched him have 2 carp off the top out of here. He went on to have 9 that day, so it's definitely a productive peg on its day. So hopefully today is one of them days and I can have one. Obviously not expecting to have 9 carp, I'd just really like to have 1, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Again, only here for the morning session. I'm fishing till about 1:30, something like that, going to be at work for 2. So I managed to get my rods in at 8 o'clock this morning. By the time the gate opened, about 7:15, got to the lake, got set up, etc. So I'm fishing on 1 rod's on the long running chug out in the middle, and there's a reed line to my left, which I'll show you in a bit. That's got a solid bag. I've had a bit of a play around with it, and I've come up with it, well, seen some ideas on how to present a solid bag in weed. And as the weed's very low at the minute, about 6 to 8 inches, should be okay fishing that. So hopefully we can get a take on one of them 2 rods. Not bothered which one, and not bothered on the size really, although there's not a lot of small fish in here, and I'll take anything that comes, to be honest with you. I was out again 2 weeks ago, down Barson Lakes. We had a good old social down there, Carp.com. It was due to be a 48-hour session, but we all cut it short after 36. Didn't want to do the second night, it was just unbelievably cold. Fishing was so slow. I mean, you've all seen my videos how productive Barson can be. I've never seen it so slow. We all went the first 24 hours without catching a carp. I had a bream on the first day, and that was pretty much it. There's a few others around the lake had a few bream themselves, and then as we come to pack up on around 3 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon, a lad down next to me had a nice 11 or 12 pound carp out, and a couple of lads further on up in the top corner had a couple of carp out each, I think. That's what we've seen the carp showing, but other than that it was just very hard going. Very cold, and we had snow on the Friday night. Woke up to absolute utter snow, frost, and it was very muddy, and we just felt very uncomfortable, and it just didn't seem any point in carrying on for a blank. A couple of lads did carry on and do the night, and they turned out blanking, so the ones that turned around, like myself, I think we made a good call on that. But due to the pure kindness of the owner, he's offered us back at the end of April free of charge to have another go on there, so that'll be another video to look forward to. 36-hour session on Barson, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a few carp caught from everyone that time, so it should make a very good video next time. Anyway, so yeah, I'm down on Kingsbury Water Park again today, and hoping for a couple more, or a fish. So I'll just get back into my brolly then, make a cup of tea, and watch the world go by. Well, it's 9:30 now, and not a lot's happened, to be honest with you. Not really seen a sign of any carp. I've seen a couple of fish over the right hand rod. Could be carp, could be pike, but very unsure, but definitely not. I haven't seen a definite sign of a carp at all yet. Lots of ducks swimming around this area, though. Now they know I'm here, obviously after the bait, but the water's still really dark and chocolated up compared to a normal gin clear colour, so they are struggling to see my bait swim, which is an absolute bonus really. So, other than that, it's very quiet. As I say, I'm still hopeful to have one out of here. As I say, it's a popular swim. Obviously you ain't going to get as much out of here in winter as you would do in summer, but might not catch it all today, which is a very big possibility. And another blank from here, but that's just one of them. It's a pretty difficult water, and these challenges are to be expected rather. And with weed and me really not having to fish in weed before, it's all new. And I'll get there one day and understand how to fish around it. And as soon as I get that first fish out of here, I'm sure my confidence will rise highly. I mean, at the start of the week as well, the weather was ridiculously warm for February, like 10-11 degrees probably. But when I woke up yesterday, it was just very dull. And I was hoping to see the sun come out to have a walk around here to see if I could spot a couple of fish, but it just didn't pop up. When I come down here, it's very cold and windy. Same again today, very chilly. And having to wrap up, so I suppose the fish have gone right down deep again, holding deep. But I imagine at the start of the week when it was a bit warmer and hotter, they was up swimming around and whatnot, a bit more active. So disappointed to see how the weather's gone, but you know, always remaining hopeful, and we'll have to see what happens. just coming up to 11:30 now, so another couple of hours have passed since the last update, and still nothing's really been happening. Seen a few more fish moving around, and I've had a little knock on the left hand rod, but could be the wind, could be anything. The wind's really picked up in the last half hour. Just had to move the whole umbrella out. It turned, come straight to my face, and was trying to grab the umbrella away. Luckily it's pegged down, so it wasn't too bad, but repositioned to it to make it a bit more comfortable for myself. So yeah, not a lot's really happened, but to be expected. It is February after all, as I said earlier, so bites are always going to be tough. Bailiff come round earlier. He said there was a lad in this swim on Monday. He had 2 rods out, one for a carp and one for a pike. He picked up a few pike on the pike rod, but nothing come on the carp rod, and he said he's seen fish coming down the left hand side where I've already got the one rod out today. He said he's seen a few carp moving around there, the lad who fished here on Monday. The bailiff's currently on the well, the warden or whatever is on the bank opposite me. He's doing something on a peg, reworking a peg and fixing it up or something. He said he's been working on it all week, and he's seen carp and pike patrolling all up and down the bank, but he said not a lot of carp have come out of here recently, which is understandable given the current conditions of the weather and whatnot. It may look nice outside sometimes, but it's absolutely freezing. According to my phone, it's 0 degrees and comes up to 1 degree every now and then, and especially when the wind picks up like it has just now, it really has a cold nip on it, and it's not always pleasant to sit in. Must have had about 7 or 8 cups of tea now already in the space of 4 hours, just to try and keep my body temperature up. It's the only way of staying warm really. Should really invest in some proper boots instead of these wellies. It's letting the cold through, and it's not pleasant on your feet. But I also have a question to ask you as my viewers. Do you enjoy still watching my videos even though I don't put a carp on the bank? The idea of the videos always was and always will be from the start is to just show the highs and lows of carp fishing. I've never made these videos say, look at me, I'm a carp angler, I can catch carp. The idea was to show I'll go out, I'll go fishing, and I don't always catch. Obviously you're blank, hence the few videos that I've got from me blanking. I don't try and show I am the guy who goes out, never blanks, because that's not the idea of these videos. But do you enjoy just listening to me waffle on a load of rubbish, or would you rather me keep the blank videos offline and just put videos up of me catching? So if you could leave a comment in the comment box below and just let me know what your thoughts are of the videos. Always were meant to be blogs and always let me to chat a load of rubbish, and it's always been nice to always get positive feedback, but I just want to make sure that everyone would rather me still upload these videos of me blanking and showing what I'm learning, or would you just rather me wait it out until I catch a carp and then upload a video? So if you could leave your thoughts in the comments below, that would be much appreciated. So cheers. So I'm just going to get a kettle on again now, have another cup of tea, and see if we can winkle out another carp. I'll re-rig the rods over again in a bit, chopping and changing baits all morning, from bottom baits to pop-ups, fluoros, and just standard pop-ups, and nothing seems to be really working. Just really want to catch one of these carp out of here, and I'll be really happy as soon as I hear that alarm go. Maybe this session or another few sessions down the line. I'm sure one day or another that rod will go off and I'll get bending it with the carp in the landing mat. So I'll get on to the cup of tea and I'll catch you later. Well then, it's come to that time of the session again where everything needs to be packed up, and got to get off to work. Everything's on the bar now, so I'm ready to go straight down to work. It's just down the road, 5 minutes away, so pretty convenient. Unfortunately again, another blank, but expected, to be honest with you. Tricky water, especially in these winter conditions. I haven't seen a lot of move at all, if anything, to be honest with you. Could have been, I'm pretty sure I've seen a few pike darting around after the fry, but no positive signs of any carp. I've been walking down the peninsula looking at my bay and the bay behind me, but not seeing anything anywhere. So again, another blank. Hopefully my time will come, and I'm sure I'm another session closer to catching that carp, and more than likely a personal best. So I'm really excited to get down here again. Hopefully down here again in 2 weeks when I'm next on my afternoon shift, and I'm sure as the weather progresses and the later evenings come, I'll be able to come down here weekly after work. But at the minute it's no point in me coming down here after work because it gets dark too quickly. So I hope you enjoy the video, even though it's a blank again, and don't forget to leave a comment down the bottom about whether you enjoy me uploading blank videos or whether I should just leave them offline and upload catch videos. So please let me know. And I'm also now on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter. All the information at the end of the video. So Facebook, Twitter, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the bank next time. Top lines. Well, I'll have to excuse the amateur videoing, but currently up a tree, just looking around the lake. Not very high up, but higher up is better than being on the ground.